Hello, my name is Eric, farm manager here at Cornell Orchards in Ithaca, New York. And this tree here is a 20-year-old Jonagold on M9 rootstock. It has been pruned, but we're going to talk a little bit about the architecture of the tree and what we decide to do when we prune the tree. So this is what we call central leader training system, which basically means we have one central trunk with multiple tiers of fruiting branches coming off the trunk. And these fruiting branches are almost all not permanent. The bottom tier of branches are potentially permanent, but all these other branches are not necessarily permanent for the entirety of the life of the tree. So as you can see, a lot of these branches sort of occupy their own general given space. When this tree is leafed out and has apples on it, it'll be this mass of leaves and fruit, and you won't be able to really see through this tree as clearly as you can right now. So it's important to kind of visualize this tree as a skeleton right now, and all these branches, these fruiting branches, sort of occupy their general zone. And one main consideration in pruning is not letting branches be too close to each other, overlap, or shade each other. So right now we're in the growth stage that we call green tip, which is where we have a little bit of green tissue showing mostly from the fruit buds in the tree. These fruit buds contain flowers, and those flowers then have the opportunity to become pollinated and produce apples. So the fruit buds are sort of more visible right now because of the growth stage of this early season. And so as we get further into the season, in the next 3 to 4 weeks, these will turn into flowers and eventually fruit. So if we look up in this tree, we can see that a lot of the branches up high in the tree are shorter than the lower scaffold of the tree, and that is intentional. As sunlight comes down on this tree, if the bigger branches were in the top, they would shade the branches below. So we want to capture as much sunlight as we can, and we do that by maintaining this general Christmas tree shape to the tree. So the bottom scaffold branches are longer, a little more spreading, and the top scaffold branches are shorter. And again, we want to maintain branches within a general given zone. The other important consideration with pruning apple trees is that these fruiting branches are generally horizontal, meaning that they're not going upward or downward. They're generally coming out of the trunk and horizontal to the ground. So this is for two reasons. It sort of keeps that fruiting branch within the zone that we want. It also creates an angle, a crotch angle with the branch to the trunk that gives it more support. A branch that is growing up eventually creates this zone between the branch and the trunk where the bark kind of grows within itself,